Hi, this is Carrie Cooper for Guitar Centre's Focus on Rock. So as seems to so often happen, we collectively experienced yet another glut of rock star demise recently, which has left the world mourning, celebrating and remembering some of the finest and craziest moments and individuals in rock music history. Lemmy, most famous perhaps for his huge success with his band Motorhead, was one of the most lovable and entertaining figures on the scene. With his relentless hedonistic attitude, insatiable appetite for substance abuse, and a musicianship that we will never forget. With a voice like shrapnel and a bass tone to match, how did this once roadie to Jimi Hendrix go on to become one of the brightest stars in the skies of rock and roll rebellion? Lemmy Kilmister, aka Ian Fraser Kilmister, was born on Christmas Eve in Stoke-on-Trent in England back in 1945, the year the Second World War finally came to a halt. It's common knowledge that he was an avid collector of Nazi memorabilia, though in his words, "I only collected the stuff, not the ideas." When he was 10 years old, the family relocated to northern Wales. The only English kid out of 700 Welsh ones didn't make for the easiest adolescence. Rumour has it the name Lemmy came from his always wanting to borrow some cash, i.e. "Lemmy a quid till Friday?" As with so many rock star legends, Lemmy's earliest influences included the Beatles. Having seen them live at the Cavern Club at just 16 years old, he set about learning every single note on the guitar along to Please Please Me. Moving to Stockport in England, he played with bands The Rainmakers, Motown Sect and the Rockin' Vickers before upping sticks for the Bright Lights of London and winding up sharing a flat with none other than Noel Redding of the Jimi Hendrix Experience, where he was then drafted in as a last-minute roadie. He witnessed not only the incredible public performances of Jimi Hendrix but also backstage. He said, "I'd seen him play backstage too. He had this old Epiphone guitar. It was a 12-string, strung as a 6-string, and he used to stand up on a chair backstage and play it. When he performed, he was magic. You would watch him and space and time would simply stop." But it was of course his time with cosmic rock outfit Hawkwind and then Motorhead when he would make his biggest waves. Though fired from Hawkwind for, in his own words, taking the wrong drugs, they all remained friends, and Hawkwind and Motorhead toured together just a few years later. Dave Brock of Hawkwind says, "Our little joke was, if he hadn't been fired from Hawkwind, he wouldn't have formed Motorhead and gone off to this fantastic career and lifestyle that he had. It was a band decision. 2 of us didn't want to sack him, and 4 of us did. And off he went, blazing a star." Arguably, in the driving seat of heavy metal's beginnings, Motorhead would go on to release 23 studio albums, 10 live recordings, 12 compilation albums and 5 EPs over a career spanning 40 years. They sold over 15 million albums worldwide. Lemmy possessed an ageless credibility, a timeless cool. How will we remember him? Today, I think of the 1994 film Airhead, where Adam Sandler asks Steve Buscemi who'd win a wrestling match, Lemmy or God. Then fumbles, "Lemmy or God?" Fraser pronounces, "Wrong, trick question, Lemmy is God." This is Carrie Cooper for Guitar Centre's Focus on Rock. You can shop for the greatest selection of music gear on earth in store or at guitarcenter.com.